So this is my very back. Over there is the compost. This is a junk heap. And then this, along this fence, where we had a lot of pine trees. Now this is a slight hill. And what I'm doing is we started with these gabion wall baskets to fill those up with some extra rocks we had. And eventually I'll probably do the whole thing with those, but rocks are actually really kind of expensive if you buy them and you don't have them on hand. And after we fill up this one, we'll be out. So what I'm gonna actually do is we have a ton of firewood, and I'm gonna take it and I'm going to just build it up to this height all the way across. So if you come over here, this silage tarp is here because I'm working on like killing weeds. So if you come over here, this is where my dahlia field is now. So we're gonna build up the bed the whole way that we need to. And as we go, like the height of the wall will get a little bit shorter because the slope is different. And then what I'm doing to build up the soil inside is this is actually where I'm dumping all of my landscape waste that's not weeds. So when you do cut flowers, you have tons and tons of stems or just flowers you don't use. And this is where I'm dumping that. And then I'm going to add on top of this about 8 inches of topsoil. But if I was just filling it up with dirt, it would be like practically 3 feet of dirt, and that would be a lot. Back here, all of this dried stuff, that's left over from an oats and peas cover crop that I did. If I have time, which honestly I probably won't, but if I could get this all done within 2 weeks, I'd actually plant a summer buckwheat crop over this entire thing just to give it like an extra boost, because I would still have like 4 weeks for it to grow and then it would die over winter. If I don't, I might do a peas and oats one, because you don't want the soil to just lay bare over winter. You're just going to get a ton of weeds or erosion. So this is my plan of this back area. This is where our greenhouse is. So this is the very, very back of our property. My goal probably is to extend the dahlia field here. So here's where my dahlia field currently is. Well, part of it. And then extend it all the way along this whole line. So like this, it will be in a giant L shape, and it will just go from here all the way to that back fence. But it's definitely going to be a process. There's certainly like a lot more perennial weeds in this area than in other parts of my property. And when you have those kind of weeds, oftentimes there's not much you can do except pull them out, because a lot of them tend to be pretty invasive. So I know it's going to be a project. But when we first moved in, it was like these huge pine trees, and then we had to dig them. We cut those down, and then we had to grind the stumps. So I've just been slowly working on this area for 4 years, and I finally have time to get to it. So my goal is to get that done. I'll post an updated video once it's done so you can kind of see how it changed.